Hello students, in today's class we shall discuss about prefabrication. This chapter is included in the subject Advanced Construction Techniques and Equipment in the 6th semester of Diploma in Civil Engineering. Here in today's session we shall discuss about what is prefabrication, the necessity of prefabrication in India, the scope of prefabrication in India, and the history and the current uses of prefabrication. I am Soumya Sahu, lecturer in Civil Engineering at SKDV Government Polytechnic, Rourkela. And let's start today's video. Prefabrication is the practice of assembling components of a structure in a factory or other manufacturing site and transporting complete assemblies or sub-assemblies to the construction site where the structure is to be located. The term is used to distinguish this process from the more conventional construction practice of transporting the basic materials to the construction site where all assembly is carried out. The necessity of prefabrication. Estimates made by studies indicate that India needs to add 700 to 900 million square meters of built space annually in urban areas to take care of the needs of shelter, healthcare, education, industry, trade and commerce, institution, entertainment, leisure, transportation, etc. for the population preferring urban areas as their habitat. Considering the huge task of creating enormous built space, India needs to explore new, innovative and state-of-art construction technologies to meet the defined targets. Considering the physical, environmental and economic implications, construction sector needs to be made more effective and efficient by using state-of-art construction technologies. In search for appropriate solutions to promote cost-effective, resource-efficient, sustainable and eco-friendly construction, paper looks at the option of prefabrication as an approach, which can go to a long way in making building construction more rational in terms of cost, time, economy, quality, sustainability, resources, material, etc. In addition, paper also looks at the ways and means to make prefabrication more qualitative, cost-effective and energy efficient for promoting state-of-art sustainable built environment. Traditional on-site construction issues. Majority of construction taking place now in India follow the traditional on-site pattern of construction. Traditional on-site construction is described as linear construction, where each individual step is not only constructed entirely or largely on-site, but also needs to be completed before the project can move on to the next phase. Such construction has major implications in terms of time, cost, quality, safety, noise, pollution, manpower, etc. So, let us discuss some of the demerits of the traditional on-site construction. Majority of building components are constructed largely on-site. Linear construction means where every step needs to be completed before taking up the next one. Considerable time taken for construction. So, traditional on-site constructions are highly time consuming. Generation of large-scale waste. So, this is waste intensive. Construction schedule largely dictated by prevailing weather conditions. Generation of lot of pollution, traffic, noise and dust pollution. And It is unsafe for the workers deployed in construction, needs a lot of manpower uh, for making and supervision of building operation, large inventory of material storage facilities at site, creation of accommodation for workers deployed at construction, uh, loss or theft of material from site, large variation in quality, use of water or energy, uh, increased initial cost of construction, uneconomical in cost and resources, delayed return on project, unpredictable project schedule, limited application in hazardous areas, large site disruption, adverse impact on surroundings, and it is totally constructed depending upon the availability of manpower. The scope of prefabrication of buildings. So looking at the entire context of on-site construction, it was considered prudent that instead of on-site construction, off-site modular constructions offer enormous opportunities, which not only overcomes the disadvantage of traditional construction, but also offer distinct advantage in terms of cost, time, quality, safety, environment, materials, etc. Offsite construction is a process that incorporates prefabrication and pre-assembly. It involves creating individual building components off-site in a designated factory, shipping said parts to the plot of land and installing these components to create a finished structure. Off-site fabrication requires a project strategy that changes the orientation of the project process from construction to manufacture to installation. This method of construction differs significantly from basic methods and offers numerous benefits for both the building owner and the construction agency. Despite distinct advantages of prefabrication as a process, it has got its limitations also. Prefabrication is bad for making last minute changes. It's good for making when project is fine tuned to last detail before starting. When done correctly, offsite construction can benefit a project schedule, budget and skill level requirements. The history of prefabrication. Prefabrication has been used since ancient times. For example, it is claimed that world's oldest known engineered roadway, the Swiss Track, constructed in England around 3800 BC, employed prefabricated timber sections brought to the site rather than assembled on site. The Sinhalese kings of ancient Sri Lanka have used prefabricated building technology to erect giant structures which dates back as far as 2000 years, where some sections were prepared separately and then fitted together, especially in the kingdom of Anuradhapura and the kingdom of Polonnaruwa. In 19th century Australia, a large number of prefabricated houses were imported from the United Kingdom. The method was widely used in the construction of prefabricated housing in the 20th century, such as in the UK as temporary housing for thousands of urban families bombed out during World War II. The current uses of prefabrication. The most widely used form of prefabrication in building and civil engineering is the use of prefabricated concrete and prefabricated steel sections in structures where a particular part or form is repeated many times. It can be difficult to construct the formwork required to mold concrete components on site, and delivering wet concrete to the site before it starts to set requires precise time management. pouring concrete sections in a factory brings the advantages of being able to reuse molds, and the concrete can be mixed on the spot without having to be transported to and pumped to wait on the congested construction site. Prefabricating steel sections reduce on-site cutting and welding costs as well as the associated hazards. Prefabrication techniques are used in the construction of apartment blocks and housing developments with repeated housing units. The quality of prefabricated housing units had increased to the point that they may not be distinguishable from traditionally built units to those that live in them. The technique is also used in office blocks, warehouses, and factory buildings. Prefabricated steel and glass sections are widely used for the exterior of large buildings. Here I would like to share a video showing the prefabrication techniques being used. Recently, a 10-story building has been constructed in China in nearly 24 hours. So I'm going to share the video where they have used the modular prefabricated building design to build the 10-story building. So here you can see the units are constructed or manufactured in a factory, and then these units are transported to the construction site. After arrival of these units at the construction site, then they are assembled and bolted together. So here we shall end the video. I hope you have got a little bit idea about prefabrication technology. In the next video, we shall discuss about the advantages, the disadvantages, and classification of prefabrication. Thank you, students.